sweat when I come through the pain. Never been about the money or the fame, but when it bring both, so here we go again. Wins on the road, yeah, I got those. Couple records that I hold, yeah, I got those. It's the playoffs, the team just got home. We ain't going outside when it matter most. Lights came, prime time action.
The first opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Brooklyn Beats and the New Orleans Saints. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone, and he'll be out of bounds across the 25. On first down, Gentry. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Brian Burns flying in there and dropping him for the sack.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Looking to throw. Gentry. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. He's got room past the 30 and way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the right side with Harris. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Saints at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. To throw on 3rd down, Gentry. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. It's a big run there by Henry. 51 yards. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. He's going to look deep down the field. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. 45 yards. And the Beats will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Blake Gillikin now. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
An update from Buffalo. And the Bills have taken the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
They go play action here on 1st down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Throw left side complete. That's Hudson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Gentry.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Blake Gillikin on to punt here as he'll send this one away.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Six 0 our score after one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. White. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Off the option, that's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And they are able to add on to their advantage. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Gentry escaping the pressure right. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Looking to throw. Gentry. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On second down, this is Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play, because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
From the gun on 3rd down, Gentry. He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. Now a give. Running left is Harris. He'll take it inside the 25.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Harris running straight ahead. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Balaj will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that.
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Beats are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. They find some open field here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Off the play fake. Gentry.
He completes it to Olave.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They hand this off to Harris. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
The give to the fullback on the dive. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
On 4th down, Gentry.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gentry. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Looking to throw. Gentry. And the ball is knocked out. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Throwing on 1st down. Gentry. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jamel Dean.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
They'll throw now on the final play. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. We saw this franchise do this back in the 2009 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Henry up the middle. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And a throw right sideline is complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
A partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Gentry. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here comes the Saints punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. There he goes left side. And touchdown. A punt return of 65 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff.
Fields it right around the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Harris. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They overload him that time on the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Looking to throw. Gentry. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. So on 4th down, on comes Saints kicker Will Lutz. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. The kick by Lutz is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So the 3 points there, CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Oh, the Saints recovered it. New Orleans football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influences going into.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
To throw on 2nd down, Gentry. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gentry.
Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gentry. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
To throw on 3rd down. Gentry.
Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just did the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Leonard Fournette with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. They'll try and throw for it. It's complete. And he will not be able to turn the corner. He's out of bounds, shy of the goal line. And the defense steps up and denies the attempt for 2. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And it looks like this one won't work out. Hands team able to secure the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, they'll throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Beats look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Throwing to start the drive. Gentry.
And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. This is Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now Marshall coming in motion right. To throw on 2nd down. Gentry taking a shot here for Marshall. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
The offense on third down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Gentry. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball. And if you're playing the man, you get a lot less leeway in terms of what's going to happen at the end of the play. But if you're looking for the football, it's less likely to draw the flag.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 11 yards on the pickup there.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here. And he's taken down here by the Saints. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now back to throw. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 36 yards on the play.
Even with the big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Beats have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And this is picked up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Now the extra point. And this part of the game's been an adventure thus far, but this one is good. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
On 1st and 10, Gentry. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gentry. He finds his man. Complete. It's Hudson. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gentry.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man. Complete. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 55 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A handoff running left. Henry. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
Yep, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And he missed it again. The 4th time now in this game alone, and that has to be great cause for concern over on that sideline. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward to this.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball. But for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy play.
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Gentry. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. So that last kickoff, just a mere formality, obviously, Charles, wrapping up a game that they should be very happy about in which they got the win.
Yeah, I thought they were clearly the better team by the end, and they earned this one with a terrific game plan and consistent effort throughout. Only fitting that they had the ball when the clock hit 0.
So for Brooklyn, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on
one shot. You only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, cause we Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody way, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we lit. Grrr,
trust, me taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog with leash. Where's the love in the streets? Pour my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when we ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Tell my sit me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch. P5, I was starving for months. A running cutscene, but on my pockets, me need my DNA. Baby for lunch, but call me a star before BBC. Don't take a lot to get rid of me. Me and them don't get the same. Me and them don't get the same. Boy, that they gonna know who the name is. They say I move like I'm nameless. Cause I only come for the money bags and I don't really wanna be famous. Man, you know what's up. You know what's up. You know pretend. You know the lie. We don't be gang. You know what's up.
Going crazy, we at the top and we never gonna stop. Hop in a ghost, I'ma get sweat.